Elementary School for tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Boys Soccer on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 29 years in business. We'd like to thank our other great sponsors: Noblesville Trophies, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino of Carpenter Real Estate, Mark Hairbrandt for County Commissioner, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. My name is Brad Silbert, along with our technical crew, producer-director Will Wofford. August is on the camera tonight. It is quite a bit different than it was here about 24 hours ago. It is overcast. It is still warm, but virtually no breeze out there. So here in Noblesville, right now, it is exactly 82 degrees, but we have a temperature-humidity index of 91, with a humidity of 80% and a very, very light wind out of the southwest. So it, to say the least, is going to be a warm night for soccer tonight. And tonight we have the Noblesville Millers hosting the Brebeuf Jesuit Braves. Millers come into this match 3-0. The Braves are 2-1. Both have won their opening conference games, with the Millers, of course, being in the HCC and the Brebeuf Braves being in the Circle City Conference. Millers have outscored the Braves 12-4 so far in this season, averaging 4 goals per match compared to 1.3 for the Braves. Points per match, the Millers are putting 11.3 between goals and assists, where Brebeuf is at 14.3. Shots per match, this is where there's a big difference between these two teams. The Millers have been averaging 22.7 shots per match, where the Braves have only been averaging 5.7. Time now for the opening ceremonies. We're going to turn it over to public address announcer Andrew Trissler.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Noblesville High School welcomes you to Hallmark Orthodontic Soccer Complex, proud home of Miller Soccer, for tonight's IHSAA Boys Soccer match featuring the Brebeuf Jesuit Braves and your Noblesville Millers. Please welcome the starting lineup for the visiting Brebeuf Jesuit Braves. Number 0, Nate Wendowski. Number 5, Logan Thornberry. Number 6, Ryan Kirsteff. Number 8, Jack Weeder. Number 10, Aiden Duncan. Number 14, Henry Kofer. Number 17, Stephen Bose. Number 18, Jake Fine. Number 23, Rafael Alessandri. Number 24, Will Brower. The head coach of the Braves is Carlos Zavaleta. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Noblesville Millers. A junior, number 6, Palmer Alt. A junior, number 17, Drew Cochran. A junior, number 18, Brady Horn. And now the seniors of Miller Soccer. The starting goalkeeper, a senior, number 1, Nick Johnson. A senior, number 2, Colin Todd. A senior, number 3, Sam Van Meter. A senior, number 7, Garrett Pointer. A senior, number 10, Luke Watness. A senior, number 12, Kyle Marshall. A senior, number 13, Jake Sexton. A senior, number 14, Drew Barnes. The head coach of the Noblesville Millers in his 4th season is Ken Delaski.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
We're just a few moments away from the start of this exciting match between the Brebeuf Jesuit Braves and the Noblesville Millers here on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by our friends at Logan Street Signs and Banners. Thank you for joining us tonight, wherever you may be. I know we've got people watching coast to coast and probably around the world. We've had a lot of people let us know that they are watching us globally, which is just quite a thrill for us. Millers and the Braves should be a pretty good match here this evening. Senior night for the Millers. Millers in their black uniforms with gold numbers. Braves in their white uniforms with reddish numbers on the back, or maroon, I guess more accurately. Leading scorer for the Braves is number 17, Stephen Bowes. He's already got 2 goals and 2 assists early here in the season. All the way down, an opportunity possibly here for the Braves, but the Millers break it up. Miller's trying to get some offense set here. Pounded into the zone deep. Drew Barnes chasing it down, but goaltender Nate Wendowski comes out to kick it back to midfield. Luke Watness trying to get the offense set over to Kyle Marshall. All 9 seniors starting tonight in Ken Delaski's lineup. Centering, just out of the reach of Drew Barnes. And that one goes out of bounds. Back to the live action. Miller's out in front of the goal box, getting it set up. Marshall sets it. Takes a shot, but goes far to the left of the goal. Braves put the ball back in play. Header by the Millers sends it all the way down deep. Now it's going toward the near side here and probably going to roll out of bounds. And that one's going to go to the Braves. Once again, the ball goes out of bounds. The Braves will have the inbound. Logan Thornberry getting ready to put the ball back into play. Just underway here at the Hallmark Orthodontic Soccer Complex. Millers fall back. Nick Johnson to start it off for them. Braves break that up and get possession of the ball back. Miller set it up from the far side. Sam Van Meter trying to get it into the center, try to get a shot off here. Nice job there by Van Meter to keep that ball alive, but the Braves come up with it. And they will kick it back into play. Long kick. Stefan Bowes down there, but he can't quite get to it for the Braves. Millers turn it right around down the close sideline here. That one's going to end up going out of bounds. Luke Watness will put it back in play. Teams just kind of trying to feel each other out here in the early going. Palmer out with the ball. That one ends up going out of bounds, but the Millers will retain possession. So this will be a corner kicking coming up for the Millers. Trying to get their offense set up here, see if they can get some kind of deflection and penetrate the goal early here. Nate Wendowski, the goalkeeper. Let's see what happens here. Went right across the front of the net, but none of the Millers could get to it. But the Millers have the ball back, and they're going to reset the offense. Once again, trying to get into the goal box, but they can't get there. Millers still with the ball. Finally cleared by Jack Weeder. But the Millers come up with it once again. Here comes Palmer Alt. He loses the ball. The Millers are going to get the possession of the ball back. Millers double teamed by the Braves. That one ends up going out of bounds, and the Braves will put it back in play. .33:15 on the clock here in the first half on senior night from the Hallmark Orthodontic Soccer Complex. That one goes out of bounds. The Braves will retain the possession. Both teams being a little bit tentative out there so far. That one goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Braves, so the Millers will put it in, go back on offense. Down the far sideline, the Millers have got it. Trying to get it into the center there. Centering pass, broken up nicely by number 5, Logan Thornberry for the Braves. No score here early. Just a little bit over 32 minutes remaining here in the first half. Millers with the ball once again, taken away by Stefan Bowes. Braves trying to get things set up. Ryan Kirsteff down on the side. Hugh Barnes, nice job of kicking that away. Miller's setting the offense once again. Kyle Marshall in the middle. He's got Jan Sexton over there, and the goaltender Wendowski comes out and makes the stop and takes the ball away. Nice kick by Wendowski, about 2/3 of the way down the field. Millers come out. Nick Johnson takes it, throws it back into play. Down the far sideline come the Millers. Kyle Marshall with it in the center. Got Palmer out there. See if Alt can get a shot off. He cannot. He was double teamed by the Braves. Good bit of defense by the Braves. Miller still with the ball. Luke Watness with it in the middle. Kyle Marshall setting it up. Gets a shot, but a rather weak shot. I think he was looking for a deflection on that. Just couldn't get it to happen. 30 minutes, 34 seconds remaining here in the first half. Senior night for the Noblesville Millers. Rather, most of the teams doing their senior night celebrations fairly early in the athletic seasons this fall with so much uncertainty. That one goes deep down there, and Drew Barnes is down there. He's got it. He's got it centered. Kick, and there's a goal. A goal for the Millers. Garrett Pointer picks up the goal. That's his second goal of the season. That comes at the 29:50 mark. Referee is asking him to reset the clock. The goal came at about 29:50 is what I had. They're going to officially make it at the 30-minute mark. So Garrett Pointer picks up goal number 2 on the season and puts the Millers ahead 1-0. Pointer had 4 goals and 2 assists last season. Miller setting up the offense from deep in their zone. Right in front of us, Kyle Marshall takes it. Miller's trying to get it back again. Jake Sexton has got it. Over to Palmer Alt. Alt gets run off the play by Will Brower. No call. The Braves come up with the ball. Millers recapture the ball. Brady Horn running it down on the far side. Miller offense resetting. Kyle Marshall in the middle. Centers it. A couple Millers around it, but none of them could get to it. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go over to the Braves. Say, celebrating 29 years, that's Logan Street Signs and Banners, specializing in last-minute signs and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. Contact them at 317-773-7200 or visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thanks to the fine folks at Logan Street Signs and Banners, our title sponsor for athletic events here on Hamilton County Television. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by the Braves, but then the Millers put it right out of bounds. Millers get the ball back. Drew Barnes is chasing it down, looking for somebody in the center. He gets run off the play. The Orioles clear it nicely, but the Millers put it right back in the Orioles zone, but Will Brower has got control of it for the Braves. A lot of action there on the far side. That one's going to go out of bounds and be just a little bit inside of the goal box where the Braves will put it back into play. Out of bounds once again. It looks like the Braves will retain the possession. It appears to be Rafael Alessandre setting it up. Offenses and defenses setting up in front of the goal. Here's the play by Alessandre. Nice job there by Nick Johnson to come out of the net. Grabs that ball on the fly, and he'll put it back into play. He's got Luke Watness coming down the near sideline here. Guarded very closely by Aiden Duncan. The ball goes out of bounds. And the Braves will inbound it just about right here in front of us. Looks like Logan Thornberry is going to put the ball back in play. Trying to get it deep. Tried to get a header into the center, but the Millers intercept it. Millers with the ball. Here comes Palmer Alt. Down the side, Alt spins, turns around, gets away from one Brave, but then loses the ball, and the Braves take it back. Aiden Duncan takes it. Rafael Alessandre with it in the middle. It's down the field to Stefan Bose. Once again in the middle for Alessandre. On the left side to Duncan. He tries to center it, but that one's last touch by the Millers. Millers get the ball back. Garrett Pointer setting up the offense for the Millers. Over to Palmer Alt. Marshall sends it into Braves territory, but the ball rolls out of bounds, and the Braves will put it back in play. Logan Thornberry with the inbounds play once again. Goaltender Wendowski comes out, kicks it well past the midfield line. Jack Weeder trying to get something set up for the Braves. Millers intercept. They send it back toward the goal to reset the offense. Watness up to Marshall, back to Watness. Drew Barnes looking for help. Finally gets some from Garrett Pointer. Pointer with the only goal of the night so far, giving the Millers a 1-0 lead at the 10-minute mark. Just under 24 minutes left in the first half. Boys soccer on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners. Great to have you with us tonight. Kind of a warm one out there. It's not as hot as it was last night, but not as much of a breeze. The humidity is already in the 80s, so it is hot and humid out there. Ryan Kirsteff is trying to get things set up for the Braves. Gets it over to Aiden Duncan. Millers intercept. Marshall with it. Braves intercept again, but that's poked away by Drew Cochran. Right at the end there, Millers center it. They cannot get the rebound or the carom on it. Millers trying to send it in back again. Getting the play set up. Palmer Alt was there in front of the goal, but they couldn't get it to him. Millers once again. Sam Van Meter right down there, and the Braves managed to clear it out of danger. Here comes Aiden Duncan trying to figure out what to do with it. Millers take it right back, but give it right back to the Braves. Aiden Duncan setting up the Braves offense. Weeder in the center. Gets it to Coper. Millers may have something going here. Drew Barnes trying to beat the Braves defense, and nice defensive play by the Braves there to kick that away. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go over to the Braves. Miller's come up with the ball past the midfield stripe. Reset the offense. And once again, Jack Weeder kicks the ball out of bounds for the Braves, so the Millers will reset. Got a couple substitutions coming in here. Andy Stansfield is in for the Millers. Also in is Kyle Goad. Goad gets the ball, looking to center it. One to beat. Oh, the Braves make a nice defensive play there in front of the goal to take the chance away from the Millers. Wendowski will kick the thing back into play. Boy, he's had some booming shots tonight. This one again is going to go well beyond the midfield stripe. That's going to be a foul called on the Braves. I think that's going to go against number 17, Stephen Bowes. Millers kick it into play. Got three people deep. Miller's trying to get it set up. There's Alt. Alt gets triple teamed. Shot on the goal. Wendowski managed to make the save. Had he not been able to make that save, there was a Miller right in front of him. Possibly could have made it 2-0. Garrett Pointer with the only goal of the match so far. Just under 20 minutes remaining in the opening half. I'm Brad Silbert along with producer-director Will Wofford. Got August up on the camera tonight. Warm night to be out there on the camera. Warm night to be watching this game. That ball goes out of bounds. Let's see how they're going to call that. They're going to call that the Millers touched it last. And it's going to go to the Braves, and Logan Thornberry will put it in bounds here. Going to have three substitutions coming in for the Braves. Get some fresh legs out there, as warm as it is out there tonight. Ian Kaczynski seeing his first action of the game. Also in for the Braves is number 4, and we do not have a name for number 4 on the Braves, unfortunately. No, we don't show a uniform number 4 for either the varsity or the JV for the Braves, so that'll be our unknown player for this evening. Logan Thornberry tries to get it centered. He had Stefan Bowes down there, but couldn't get it to him. Miller's come back with the ball, trying to set the offense once again. Kyle Goad. Nice block there by number 8, Jack Weeder. Weeder trying to get it set up, but the Millers get there, and Andy Stansfield kicks it back to safety. Here comes Palmer out down the side. Spencer Holland with one man to beat, but the goaltender gets out there ahead of time, and Nate Wendowski takes the ball out of danger. Wendowski has had some towering kicks tonight. They're telling us now that number 4 who's out there for Brebeuf is Teddy Potts, normally a JV player. Thanks to Andrew Trissler and the rest of the staff here at Noblesville High School for getting that information to us. We appreciate it. They always make us feel very welcome here at Noblesville. Always a pleasure to do games here. All the athletic staff, great people, great staff. Miller's with a possible opportunity from the side. They try to get it centered. Couldn't get the initial shot off. Here's one. Nice save. And, oh, 2 saves actually there by Wendowski. He made the initial save, and that ball came loose, and he had to jump right on top of it. I think that was off the foot of Palmer Alt. Alt looking for his 6th goal of the season already. He leads the Millers with 5 goals. Henry Kofer trying to set it up. He loses it. Millers get the ball back. Pointer sends it back into Miller territory. Randy Stansfield has it. Gets it back to the goaltender Nick Johnson. He kicks it back into play. A lot of good end-to-end action so far in this match tonight. A little bit under 15 minutes remaining in the first half. Miller's trying to come up with the ball and reset the offense, and the Braves take it away from him. Luke Watness with a nice head job there. And that may have been Cole Bramblett, I'm sorry. Is that going to get out of bounds? Not quite. Down there in the corner, Miller's come up with it, but then it does go out of bounds. And the Braves are going to have the ball. Like Trempont on the ball. Last to touch it for the Braves. And I believe that will be Rafael Alessandre putting the ball in play. Braves trying to get the deflection out front, but cannot get there. Miller's come up with the ball. 3 Braves around the Millers. Millers kind of fall back and regroup. Here comes Cole Bramblett. He puts it down. He's got Spencer Holland all the way down the field. And we have a foul called. That one's going to go against the Millers. So the Brebeuf Jesuit Braves will kick the ball back into play. That one's going to go out of bounds. I couldn't see who touched that last, but I believe the ball is going to go to the Braves. It does. Logan Thornberry going to put it back in play. Jack Weeder. Weeder once again centers it. Millers kick it away. Weeder got it right back. Gets it to Teddy Potts. Ian Kaczynski in there now. Here comes Spencer Holland down the left side. He's maybe has a break here. Let's see what he can do with the ball. There's into the center, and the Millers just cannot get the kick off. And a shot above the goal for the Millers, and that goes out of bounds. So the Braves will put it back into play here. Just under 12 minutes here in the first half. A pretty rapid first half. Only 1 goal so far. Drew Cochran resets the offense. Andy Stansfield gets it up the field. Once again to Stansfield. Down the side, that one goes out of bounds, last touched by the Millers. Spencer Alt with the ball. Or rather, Palmer Alt. Did I call him Spencer? My mistake. Sorry about that. Kyle Goad trying to get it set up. He goes down hard. He's holding his knee. He does manage to get up. Action continues. We're going to have a stop of action here just for a moment. Looked like Henry Kofer was a little slow getting up for the Braves. Braden Dahl's going to put the ball back in play for the Millers. Millers with a good opportunity here. Good opportunity for possible deflection or a header into the net. Here's Dahl's kick. Well, the wrong guy got the head on it. The Braves got the head on it. It does go out of bounds, so the Millers will retain possession on the far side. They get it back again. Palmer Alt has it. He's double teamed. That one goes down the sideline, goes out of bounds, and the Braves will retake the possession. Braves setting their offense. They get it inbounds. Trying to get something set up here. Stephen Bose brings it back. Logan Thornberry trying to get it set up. Ends up on the foot of Ian Kaczynski. Millers make the defensive stop, and Andy Stansfield resets the offense for the Millers. Over to Spencer Howland. Howland trying to get it into the middle. Just couldn't get it through a couple of Braves there. Holland chasing the ball down, tries to center it, but the ball goes off of the Braves. And I believe we're going to have a corner kick here. Yes, we are. Teams are set. There's the nice opportunity for the Millers, but they cannot take advantage of it. Over on the side, it's Kyle Goad setting it up, trying to get it into the center. He does, but the Millers fall back and retreat there. Braden Dahl sends it over to the far sideline, picked up by Pointer. Over on the side there to Spencer Holland. Holland with one to beat before he can get a shot off. He gets the shot off. Wow, a nice deflection. I didn't see who deflected that, but the Braves did a nice job of assisting their goaltender to keep this a 1-0 game. Braves trying to get it out of their zone and having a little bit of a rough time there. We got a stoppage here. And we're going to stop the clock here for an injury timeout. And while we have this timeout, let's remind you that Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. You can contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com. And don't forget, since the establishment of Church Hiddle and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Be sure to give us a call at 317-773-2190 or simply visit their website, www.cchalaw.com. Church Hiddle and Antrim. One of our new sponsors this season from Carpenter Realtors is Jamie Carmesino. Say, if you're planning on making a move, call a realtor with hometown experience. That is Jamie Carmesino. She has connections and a commitment to the community. She raised 3 Noblesville athletes and is ready to help you with your real estate needs. Looking for a realtor? Call Carmo at 317-490-3735. Have the clock stopped here at 7:41, officially an injury timeout. I would assume that they're probably also maybe turning this into a little break for a little bit of hydration because it is extremely warm out there tonight. The temperature is actually 82 degrees, but with the high humidity at about 80%, makes it feel like it's 91 out there, and there is almost no wind. So what wind is out there is being created by the players as they're going up and down the field. We're just about ready to go back to action here. The Braves will kick the ball back into play, and we are back to action. Braves have also got a person wearing number 2 out there that we do not have a name on. Andrew Stansfield trying to get things set up for the Millers all the way across the field. Cole Bramblett with it over to the side. Braves have done a nice job on the pressing defense tonight. Drew Cochran sends it down. Palmer Alt had it. Cole Bramblett chasing after it. He gets run off the ball, but the Millers retain the possession. Here comes Kyle Goad. Gets it to Braden Dahl. Dahl gets it into the middle, shoots. Ball goes to the left of the net, harmlessly out of bounds. 6:27 remaining here in the first half. The only goal came at the 10-minute mark of the first half. Goal by Garrett Pointer, his second of the season. Miller's trying to get something going once again. That one's going down the far side. It does go out of bounds. Last touch by the Millers. So the Braves will take the possession. Braves ready to put the ball in play right in front of their bench. That one ends up going out of bounds, and the Millers will take over the possession. Cole Bramblett with the ball. Now they're going to do it again. That old adage is, at first you don't succeed, try again. Get it right the second time. Drew Cochran setting the offense for the Millers. Over here on the near side to Andy Stansfield. Stansfield sends it down, intercepted by Logan Thornberry, who kicks it out of bounds. So the Millers will inbound the ball once again. Under 5 minutes now remaining here in the first half. Stansfield looking to put the ball into play. He does. Palmer out deflected it. In the middle, that's Kyle Goad. He can't get a shot off. Poked away by the Braves. Once again, Stansfield to try to get it set up. Dahl chasing it down. Braves come up with the ball. Millers try to take it away, which they do. This time it's Stansfield once again. Turns around, reverses the direction of the ball. Palmer Alt in the center. That's going to be a foul on the Millers. Alt ran right into the back of Ryan Kerstaff. Right in front of the referee, too, not 10 feet away from him. Nice kick down the field. That's going to end up going out of bounds. And once again, the Braves will put it in. Rather, they're going to have a kick. Correction, they're going to put it in bounds. My error. Miller's trying to get it out of the area there in front of the goal. So far, the Braves have kept a lot of pressure on the Millers tonight. Millers with an opportunity here. Palmer Alt taking it down. Kyle Goad chasing it down on the near sideline, down deep in the corner. Alt ball handling. Nice job of ball handling by Alt. He's still got the ball right in front of the net and shoots wide. Hits the side of the net instead of the front of the net. So that will result in a corner kick for the Millers. Just about 2.5 minutes here in the first half. Thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television. IHSAA Boys Soccer, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners. Millers tried unsuccessfully for the deflection. Nate Wendowski up to the task, grabs the ball, will put it in play. Wendowski decides to throw it instead of kick at that time. He's been getting some good foot into the ball tonight so far. Millers come back up with the ball. Spencer Holland has got one to beat. If he can get it into the net. Oh my, what a job by the Braves to deflect that. The net was wide open and the Braves managed to get in there in time. And we're going to have an injury timeout on the field, but Nate Wendowski really got lucky. He got a great assist there from one of the Braves to keep this score tie, or rather keep this score at 1-0 in favor of the Millers. That was about as close as you can come with a goal without making it, but a great assist there for the goaltender to keep this a 1-0 match. As a Hamilton County Commissioner, Mark Harebrant is always focused on listening to the community and continuing to lead Hamilton County into more success. Mark Harebrant is passionate about schools and education, public safety, finding cost-saving solutions for complex challenges, and truly having open dialogue with residents. Remember, Mark will be on the November 3rd ballot running for re-election as Hamilton County Commissioner. Please vote for Mark Harebrant. We're back to live action. About 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining here in the first half from the Hallmark Orthodontics Soccer Complex here on the campus of White River Elementary School, the home of Miller Soccer. Fans don't like the call on that. Under a minute now. Line judge pointing to exactly where the Millers will put it back in play. Pretty close to a corner kick. Millers ready to put the ball in play. It's centered. And the goal! A great deflection for the Millers. I did not see who got that goal.
Miller goal. Palmer Alt.
Palmer Alt picks up the goal. That is his 6th of the season. That comes at the with 32 seconds remaining in the half. A great deflection by junior Palmer Alt for his 6th goal of the season. So the Millers out to a 2-0 lead here. We're in the waning seconds of the first half. Beautifully set up by that kick, which was virtually a corner kick. We're going to get a call here on, that's going to go, I believe that's going to go against the Millers. So probably be the last play of the half. And that is the end of the first half with the Noblesville Millers leading the Brebeuf Braves 2-0. We'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Boys Soccer on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 29 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino, Carpenter Realtor, Mark Hairbrandt, County Commissioner, the Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. I'm Brad Silbert, along with our technical crew, Will Wofford, August, up on the camera tonight. We'll be back with second half action in a few minutes.
When medical care is needed, where will you turn? With Community's Connect to Care program, one call or click finds you the closest open appointment. Request a time yourself, or let us do it. From a primary care doctor or virtual visit to a med check or community clinic at Walgreens. Just call or click. You can go right to our website or to me. Connect to Care from Community.
For the past several months, I've been my kids' everything.
Their teacher.
Library media specialist.
Food service.
Building maintenance.
Nurse.
PE teacher.
But I'm about to get a well-deserved timeout. With my kids back in school, I can do what I do best, be a mom. But it's up to me and you to keep our kids in school. And to do that, we're going to have to show some class. That means checking their temperature in the morning. Anything above 100 degrees means our children need to stay home. We need to lead by example by wearing our masks and modeling good social distancing to our kids. We need to make sure our kids avoid crowds and large gatherings outside of school. That includes slumber parties, play dates, and family reunions. We need to schedule a test for anyone in our family who may be exhibiting signs of COVID. For kids, those symptoms will include fever, fatigue, and a change in taste and smell. And let's be sure to keep our kids home if they're waiting for COVID test results or just feel crummy. So join me in having some class by supporting our educators and keeping our kids in school.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Are you tired of watching your favorite IHSAA broadcasts on your small mobile device? You can now watch them on your TV with new apps for Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. Brought to you by the IHSAA and Blue Frame Technology.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street Signs and Banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to the Hallmark Orthodontic Soccer Complex on the campus of White River Elementary School, the home of Miller Soccer. Today's IHSAA Boys Soccer Contest on Hamilton County Television is presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 29 years in business. I'd like to also thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino, Carpenter Real Estate, Mark Hairbrandt, County Commissioner, Hamilton County Reporter, and Deep Blue Computers. We are just about ready to go here for second half action. Millers with a 2-0 lead with goals by Garrett Pointer and Palmer Alt. The goal by Pointer came at the 10-minute mark. The goal by Alt came at the 39-28 mark of the first half. Can't really say as one team really dominated the other in the first half, but there was a lot of end-to-end action in this match so far. Millers will be moving left to right on your screen once again in their black uniforms. Braves in their white uniforms. Will be defending the north goal. Miller's trying to get the offense set up. Starting lineup back in there once again to start the second half. All the seniors: Nick Johnson, Colin Todd, Sam Van Meter, Palmer Alt, Garrett Pointer, Luke Watness, Kyle Marshall, Jake Sexton, and Drew Barnes out there, along with juniors Drew Cochran and Brady Horn. Millers get the ball beat deep into Braves territory. The ball goes out of bounds. Braves will bring him back and they'll kick it back into play. Nice kick by the Braves. Millers with a nice header there by Brady Horn. Send the ball deep into the Braves' end, but the ball does go out of bounds. Braves chasing it down and setting the offense once again. Miller's trying to get the ball into the center. Cleared out of danger by the Braves. It was 82 degrees when we started this match about a little over an hour ago. It's down to a cool and refreshing 81 now with a temperature humidity index of 90. Humidity 84%. Right in front of the goal, flies over the goal and goes out of bounds. Virtually no wind. A hot, steamy night in Noblesville. Miller's with the ball. Brady Horn resets things. It goes out of bounds. Sam Van Meter kicks it down into Braves territory. Braves get it right back. Centering pass. Can't get the shot off. Nick Johnson comes out to make the save. Johnson gets it over to Colin Todd. Todd down the near sideline. Got two Braves to beat. Loic Trampont kicks it away. The Millers get it right back. Send it back to Nick Johnson. And he puts the ball in play And I can't see who that is, but somebody in the Orioles got right in front of that ball and I believe got hit right in the head. He seems to be up and seems to be fine. Looks like that's Ian Kaczynski for the Braves. Took a hard shot right to the head. Not very far out in front of Nick Johnson. He's a little bit slow going off. I think they're going to let him sub for an injury. So Kaczynski goes off. Well, we have a break in the action. You know who's celebrating 29 years in business? That's Logan Street Signs and Banners, specializing in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Nate Wendowski put the ball back in play for the Braves, all the way back to the goal box. Nick Johnson sends it up here, goes out of bounds, last touched by the Braves. Millers will retain the possession. That'll be Colin Todd putting the ball into play. Garrett Pointer sends it all the way across the field. Kyle Marshall working down the far sideline. That one goes out of bounds, last touch by the Braves, so the Millers will have the toss in. Braves try to clear it, but the Millers come up with the ball. Millers looking for an opportunity here. Palmer Alt was right in front of the net, but couldn't get the shot off. That one goes out of bounds, and Braves will put it back in play. Nice sliding defense there. I believe that was Kyle Marshall for the Millers. That one's out of bounds. Millers will retain the possession. Once again out of bounds. Last touch by the Braves. Millers put it back in play. Into the center. Here comes a shot blocked nicely by the Braves. Braves come up with the ball, trying to get it down the far side. Braves with one to beat here. Miller's getting back in a hurry. That one's going to end up going out of bounds. We have a stoppage. Ball will go back to the Noblesville Millers. Millers ahead 2-0 here. Just about 8 minutes gone here in the second half. Garrett Pointer started the scoring for the Millers at the 10-minute mark of the first half. Then very late in the first half at 39-28, Palmer Alt got his second goal of the season for Pointer. A little bit of rough stuff going there in front of the goal. I'm not sure who's going to get the possession of the ball on this one. It looks like the Millers are going to have it. Miller's ready to put the ball back in play. I believe that's Garrett Pointer who's going to put the ball back in play. The officials whistle the ball back in play. Pointer puts it over to the right of the net. That was nicely blocked there by Henry Kofer. Goes out of bounds. And the Braves will control the ball. Senior night here at the Hallmark Orthodontics Soccer Complex for the Noblesville Millers. 9 seniors so far played tonight. All the seniors have seen some action. All 9 of the seniors started this match tonight. Colin Todd sets up the offense. Into the center. Kyle Marshall over to the far side. Once again back to Marshall. Marshall sends it right up the middle. Millers haven't got anybody there. And we've got a foul called, and I believe the Millers are going to get a kick from pretty much right near the goal box. Second time they've been in that position to take a free kick. Referee making sure everything is set up here. And we are ready to go back to action. Shot blocked by the Braves. Palmer Alt had that shot. That one goes out of bounds. I think we have a foul called first. And the Braves are going to get the ball. Braves will put it in play just to the left of the goal box. Tried to keep the ball in bounds, but off the foot of Stephen Bowes, and that one goes out of bounds. The Millers will have the ball to inbound. Sam Van Meter gets it. Kicked out of bounds by Loic Trempont. Van Meter gets it. Garrett Pointer centered the ball. Miller's with it, trying to get something set up here. Here's Palmer Alt in front of the net. Is he going to get a shot off? He does not get a shot off, but the Millers get the ball back. Shot missed wide to the left, but we had a whistle first. The ball will go over to the Braves. Just a little over 28 minutes remaining in this one. Millers with a 2-0 lead. 2 first half goals by the Millers. Pretty evenly played match so far between these two teams. A lot of up and down action. Millers will put it back in, quickly back to play. That time deflected back out of bounds by the Braves. Miller's trying to set the offense. Braves get that, and we're going to have a foul called on that. I believe that was Kyle Marshall who went down on that play. He's trying to get his breath back there. He went down pretty hard, but he's got youth on his side. So Garrett Pointer is going to put the ball in play here. Let's see if he goes for the net from here. Pointer with one of the 2 Miller goals so far tonight. Pointer passes it in front of the net. That ball ends up going out of bounds, and it will go to the Brebeuf Jesuit Braves. Beautiful red sky out there tonight. Take a look at that sky out there to the east. Nice red sky. Millers control it in the Braves zone. Trying to get the offense set up again. Long kick. And that one is to the right of the goal. Goes out of bounds. So the Braves will put it back in play. Braves get the ball in play. Jack Weeder has it over on the far side. Cannot get it across midfield. Braves still trying to get it across midfield. They do not. Ball goes out of bounds, but the Braves will retain the possession. Braves with the ball trying to get it into the Miller zone. So far, they haven't been very successful, at least in this half. 25 minutes remaining in this one. Offense is reset. Miller's with the ball, intercepted by the Braves, but the Millers get it right back. The Braves got it right back again, trying to get it deep into Miller territory. They have not penetrated the territory too much tonight so far. Had a couple of opportunities, but Nick Johnson has been up for the task all evening. Aiden Duncan. There's a shot. On goal, Nick Johnson makes the save. Johnson puts the ball back in play. That one's going to sail across midfield. Millers get it. Garrett Pointer with it, trying to center it. Good job of defense there by Ryan Kirsteff for the Braves. Here come the Millers once again. Colin Todd sets it up. Back to Garrett Pointer. Pointer centering it. Braves do a good job of taking it away. All the way back across midfield. Drew Cochran puts it back in deep. Orioles come up, or rather, Braves come up. Orioles were the here last night for the girls. Avon. Wrong team. Miller's setting it up in the center. Across to Colin Todd. Todd getting it set up over on the side here to Sam Van Meter. He centers it. Cannot get the shot off, but Miller's had an opportunity there, but just couldn't get the shot off. So Nate Wendowski puts the ball back in play once again for the Braves. Aiden Duncan with it. Gets it into Miller territory. That one's going to end up going out of bounds. Sam Van Meter just could not get there in time. Braves will put the ball back into play. Substitutions coming in for the Millers. Drew Cochran and Garrett Point are going to take some bench, get a little rest. It's like Kyle Goad, one of the Millers who subbed in. That one's going to go out of bounds and stay in the possession of the Brebeuf Braves. Drew Barnes had it, lost it to the Braves, lost it to Jack Weeder. Weeder down the far side. Tries to get it into the middle. Gets it to Tyra Medio, but the ball does end up going out of bounds. And the Braves will start. When we go back to play, Ryan Kirsteff kicks the ball into the box. Nick Johnson comes out to make the save, gets it down the field. Miller's with a possible opportunity here on the far side. Trying to get that ball centered, but the Braves defense runs that ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Braves, so the Millers will have a toss in. Deep in Braves territory. Millers with the ball. Let's see if we can get a kick here. Shot and a goal. Goal for the Millers. I believe that was number 3, Sam Van Meter, with that goal. That's correct. Sam Van Meter gets the goal at the 1937 mark. Van Meter's first goal of the season, and the Millers are now out to a 3-0 lead. Back to the action. Nicely set up there. It's one of those where first shot may have not made it into the net, but that rebound, that's probably a more dangerous play, which it ended up being there. Also worked to the advantage of the Millers. So Van Meter with his first goal of the season. Halfway through the second half here, Millers with a 3-0 lead. 2 goals in the first half, and the one here just moments ago by Sam Van Meter. Thank you for joining us on Hamilton County Television. Millers Soccer, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners. Millers will have a corner kick here. Set it up back in the corner again, into the center. Let's see if they can get the deflection to get a header off the net, off the goal post. The Braves most definitely got a break on that one. We have a Brave down, but he is back up. Into the center once again. Braves do clear it. Millers get it back, trying to get the ball into the center. Going to be a foot race to see who gets it here. Colin Todd with the ball, back into the center once again. There comes the goaltender Wendowski out to make a nice save. Kyle Goad had an opportunity there for the Millers, but just couldn't capitalize on it. Feeling a little shift in momentum here in the second half. The first half was pretty even, with the exception of the score. The Millers had 2 goals in the first half. Millers have yet to give up a goal this season. Brebeuf puts the ball back into play. That one ends up going out of bounds, and the Millers will get the toss in. On the far side of the field, Millers trying to set it up, get it out of their zone. Fall back and regroup on the offense. Miller's trying to chase it down. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Orioles, so the Millers will put it back in play, which they do quickly. Millers with the ball into the center. Here comes a shot. Missed wide to the left. Nice opportunity there for the Millers, but they cannot capitalize on it. We're going to have 2 substitutions coming in for the Millers. Looks like Cole Bramblett's in for the Millers. We got a stoppage once again. This time the Braves get it back, but the Millers are back to kick it away. Header goes into the seats. The the Braves will have the toss in, about midway into the Miller zone. Braves set their offense. Millers poke it away. Nice job there by Kyle Goad. And we're going to have a turnover there, and the Millers will get the ball. Well down into the Braves' end. Van Meter in the middle. See what he can get set up here. Gets it over to the side. Bramblett chasing it down. Ball still stays just barely in play, but the Braves have got it. Comes Cochran with the ball down the far side. Miller's trying to put the goal on the scoreboard here. Already ahead 3-0. Colin Todd with the ball, trying to deflect it into the center. That one goes over the net. Good try by the Millers, but unsuccessful. Just under 15 minutes remaining here in the second half. Senior night here from the Hallmark Orthodontics Soccer Complex. On Hamilton County Television, Miller Soccer, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners. Orioles kick the ball back into play right to the midfield stripe. Millers deflect it, but the Orioles trying to get it back again, but the Millers take the ball away. Here comes Colin Todd over on the side. I believe that's Kyle Goad on the side trying to center it, but ball goes back out beyond the goal box. Millers fall back and regroup. Millers still with the ball. Goad in the center. Cleared by the Braves. Brady Horn on the field for the Millers. Colin Todd with it. Back to Goad. Goad's run off the play. Two players down here. That's going to go against the Millers. Got a Brave down on the ground there, a little bit slow to get up, but he looks like he's trying to get up. Seems to be okay, shaking it off as he comes down the field. It's Jake Fine who went down. He seems to be looking okay now. Millers will inbound the ball here on the near side. 12:35 remaining in this one. Millers ahead 3-0. Millers in their fourth goal of the season. Fourth game of the season, rather. Have yet to give up a goal. They are 3-0, hoping to go 4-0 here in about 12 more minutes. Braves setting it up. Henry Kofer in the middle, but he loses it. Here come the Millers down the center of the field. Drew Barnes had it over there on the far side. Colin Todd chases it down, trying to send it into Braves territory. Braden Dahl gets it across the midfield stripe, but it goes out of bounds. And once again, the Braves will put it in play. Jake Fine with the inbound play. Comes Braden Dahl. He gets it down the center of the field. Goaltender Wendowski comes out. Sam Van Meter with the ball, sends it back out. Colin Todd resets the offense for the Millers. Into the middle. Drew Barnes with it. He loses it. Nice interception there by Colin Todd. Goes down into the corner. Miller's trying to get it set up again. I can't tell if that's Goat or Dahl there in the corner. That is definitely Dahl there in the center, so it was a Goat in the corner. Miller's keeping the pressure on the Braves. Just a little bit over 10 minutes remaining in this one. Next action for the Millers comes next Tuesday. It'll be an HCC game against the Fishers Tigers, JV at 5:30. Varsity at 7. We'll have both of those matches here on Hamilton County Television. Tuesday, September 1st. Doesn't seem like September is right around the corner already. High bouncing ball gets away. Here's another shot. That one goes off the crossbar. The Orioles have had that crossbar make two nice saves for them so far tonight. Otherwise, this game would be 5-0. As a Hamilton County Commissioner, Mark Harebrant is always focused on listening to the community and continuing to lead Hamilton County into even more success. Mark Harebrant is passionate about schools and education, public safety, finding cost-saving solutions for complex challenges, and truly having an open dialogue with residents. Remember, Mark will be on the November 3rd ballot running for re-election as a Hamilton County Commissioner. So please vote for Mark Harebrant. Miller's with another opportunity here. Van Meter getting it set up. All the way to the far side. The ball does stay in play, and the Braves get to it. The Millers get it right back. About the last 20 minutes of this half have been almost all Millers. Colin Todd with it. Run off the play by the Braves. Colin Todd comes up with the ball. Van Meter centers it. Nobody there to make the play. Henry Kofer for the Braves clears it out. Miller's with the ball again, still in the Braves territory. Braves trying to get into Miller territory, trying to get across the midfield stripe, and they cannot again. Miller's resetting the offense. Cole Bramblett out there for the Millers now. Colin Todd with it. Sends it down into the corner. Sam Van Meter with it. He centers it. Nobody there to deflect it for the Millers. The Braves send it out. But Brady Horn keeps it alive in the Braves zone. Miller's playing very aggressively here in the second half of this second half. Miller's looking to set up a shot. They send it back. Over on the side to Colin Todd. The center to Spencer Holland. Holland ball handle. He gets run off the ball, falls down. A lot of contact out there right now. Miller's keeping the pressure on the Braves. Shot missed just to the right of the goal. Nice shot there by Spencer Holland. 6:40 remaining in this one. I'd like to remind you, if you're planning to move, why not call a realtor with hometown experience? Jamie Carmesino has connections and a commitment to our community. She raised 3 Noblesville athletes and is ready to help you with your real estate needs. Looking for a realtor? Call Carmo, 317-490-3735. Bounces high in the air, goes out of bounds. Wendowski, the goaltender, will put it in play. He defers. Braves running out of time to make up this 3-goal deficit. The Millers have got the ball back deep in Brave territory. Van Meter with it. He centers it, but no Millers there. Rafael Alessandre has it. Sends it down into the Miller end. That one ends up going out of bounds, and it's going to go over back to the Millers. Foot race between the Braves and the Millers, and last touched by the Braves. Foul called on that one. Brady Horn will have the kick for the Millers. 3-0 in favor of the Millers over the Braves. Another whistle. We got a timeout here. Not exactly sure what we called here, but while we have a timeout on the field, since the establishment of Church Hiddle and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call, 317-773-2190, or visit their website, www.cchalaw.com. Church Hiddle and Antrim, another one of our great Hamilton County sponsors. Braden Dahl back there. He's going to put it in play. Chip shot, looking for the deflection. And Nate Wendowski makes another nice save to keep it a 3-0 game in favor of the Millers. Wendowski kicks it back into play. Ball goes out of bounds once again, and it's going to go over to the Millers. Millers have kept the pressure on the Braves in this half. They've only scored 1 goal, but definitely put a lot more pressure on here in this half than they did in the first half. Inbounds. Braves are chasing it down. Millers beat them. Millers with a chance here. Shot and a goal! A goal for the Millers. Number 4 on the night for the Millers. Comes at 36-29. I did not see who got that goal. Anyways, Millers take a 4-0 lead. Nice setup by the Millers there to put that goal in. So 2 goals in this half for the Millers, 2 in the first half. And while we wait to go back to action, let's remind you, Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com. One of the Braves just a little bit slow to get off the field, so it looks like we'll go back to action here. Braves put the ball all the way down on the Miller net. Millers pick it up here on the near side. Told now that Drew Barnes credited with that goal. For Drew, that is his 4th goal of the season. Our thanks to Andrew Trissler and the rest of the Noblesville High School athletic staff for their hospitality and their help this evening, making these broadcasts possible. A little bit over 3.5 minutes remaining here. Miller's in the driver's seat at 4-0. Miller's set to inbound the ball. They do. Millers have really kept the pressure on the Braves in this half. That one bounces all the way down to Nate Wendowski, and he'll put it back into play just as we cross the 3-minute mark remaining in this one. Also, thanks to our technical crew, we've got August Lacone up on the camera tonight. Will Wofford, our producer director. Jim Wofford back at Master Control in the penthouse studios of Hamilton County Television on South 10th Street in Noblesville. Thanks to all those guys for making this broadcast technically possible. We appreciate everything that they do. Ball ends up out of bounds. Braves quickly trying to get the ball into play, trying to get that 0 off the scoreboard. Millers would certainly like to get another shutout here and preserve the shutout for Nick Johnson. There's a shot on the goal that is to the left of the goal. That goes out of bounds. Johnson will retrieve it, and he'll put the ball back in play. Miller's with the ball, bringing it down. Braden Dahl sends it back across here on the near side to Brady Horn. Miller's trying to get it centered. That one's knocked down by Will Brower. Miller's almost had another opportunity there. Could not take advantage of it. I think that's Jake Johns on the field now for the Millers, number 22. Braves inbound the ball, try to get it into Miller territory. Miller's trying to keep the pressure on the Braves here with a 4-0 lead. That will bring Nate Wendowski out. Wendowski ready to kick it back into play. We are under a minute. Celebrating 29 years in business, Logan Street Signs and Banners specializes in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. Contact them, 317-773-7200, or visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. Remember to follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Under 30 seconds. Millers will definitely get their 4th win of the season. And we do have a Brave down on the field right now. And we are going to have a stoppage in play to tend to the injury. Reminding you, the Millers will be back in action next Tuesday, September 1st. That will be against the Fishers Tigers. That is a home match here from the Hallmark Orthodontics Soccer Complex, Hamilton County Television. We will be here for both of those matches. JV starting at about 5:30, followed by the varsity at approximately 7 p.m. Coming up tomorrow night, Jack Russell and Perry Williams will be over at Westfield as the Shamrocks will be entertaining the Harrison Raiders. Friday night high school football coming to you from Riverview Health Field over on the campus of Westfield High School. I believe that was Will Brower who went down for the Braves. He appears to be okay, coming off the field under his own power. 16.1 remaining on the clock once we restart it. Referee getting everybody set here. Senior parents down here with their signs for their seniors. Nice to see. It's always fun to be here on senior night. Great night for parents, for the players, and for the team. The Millers will have one last opportunity here to kick the ball into play. It looks like they're just going to hold the ball here in the center and let this clock wind down. So the final score of this match will be the Noblesville Millers 4, the Brebeuf Jesuit Braves nothing. We'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Boys Soccer on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 29 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors: Noblesville Trophies, Church, Hiddle, and Entrum; Jamie Carmasino of Carpenter Real Estate; Mark Hairbrandt for County Commissioner; the Hamilton County Reporter; and Deep Blue Computers. On behalf of Will Wofford and August Lacone, my name is Brad Silbert. Thank you for joining us. Good night from Noblesville.